Before you hit the field, track, or court, it's important to prime your body. This is your go-to 12-minute athletic warm-up. 16 exercises to get your joints moving, muscles fired up, and your mind in the zone. We're turning the dial up to get your blood pumping, your breath grooving, and sync your entire system for go time. It's time to flip the switch from idle to athlete mode. Let's get into it. Wake up the body with some Pogo Jumps. We want to activate the springs and prime the body to create force through the ground. Use each jump as an opportunity to feel the pulse through the entire body. If you're feeling energized already, use the arms to jump higher and to jolt down to create more force through the ground. Now time to open up the hips. With both feet pointing forward, take a small step back, flexing into ankle, knee, and hip to load the back pocket. Step forward to stand tall, then hit the other side. Keep the front foot firmly planted into the ground to feel the movement through both hips. Start with a small range of motion to stay rooted and centered in the pelvis, then increase range from that place. A common mistake is opening the back foot, so remember to keep both feet pointing forward to get the most out of this movement. On the next step back, load the back pocket, then continue to rotate through the pelvis towards the back leg. Root down through both feet and sense the stretch through the inner thigh of the front leg as the outside of the hip stretches on the back leg. Keep the range of motion small to stay centered through the pelvis and focus on driving the motion from the pelvis. We simply want to feel movement here to bring more awareness through the feet all the way up into the hips. Back into the bounce, this time with some rotation. Point both toes at a 45-degree angle, then jump and rotate to hit the other side. Once you get going, you'll feel a little counter rotation through the upper body. Feel into the connection building through the body with the pulse and rotation. Let's continue to build awareness through the hips and pelvis with this lateral step. Take a small side step, stamping both feet into the ground as you glide your pelvis in the direction of the step. Alternate sides to open up the inner lines and outer lines of the legs. Keep both feet pointing forward, stay centered in the pelvis, and focus on building connection through the feet up the legs into the hips. Set up in a small split stance with right foot forward and left arm forward. Hinge through the left leg, stride back with the right leg, and switch arms so you end up in a runner's lunge. Then stride forward with the right leg as you switch arms and extend back into the starting position. Continue for 8 to 10 more reps on this side. Switch sides, this time with left foot forward and right arm forward. Hinge to lengthen the back of the planted leg, then step forward feeling the glute fire as you go into hip extension through that planted leg. Hit this for 8 to 10 more reps. Get the legs and arms pumping with a jog in place. Continue to build connection through the body, breathing, tall through the posture, with eyes on the horizon. Sink down into a heel elevated squat with hands on the ground. Drive through the feet and pull the hips high into a straight leg. Sink back down into the squat, bring the eyes up, then repeat the movement. Focus on active range of motion by deepening the crease at the front of the hips. You don't have to lock out your knees. Focus on connection through the lower body and integrating the ankle, knee, and hip. Drive opposite knee and arm forward and take small skips with a slight forward lean to travel forward. Take a couple of laps back and forth throughout your space. Maintain nice integrated posture with eyes on the horizon. Hands on hips for some alternating front lunges. I want you to underthink this one. Sink into the lunge with confidence, then return to standing. Move in a range of motion that allows you to stay centered through the pelvis and core while only using as much effort as is needed to move in and out of the lunge. Now into some small front to back hops. I like to place my hands on my hips to keep me centered and balanced as I hop back and forth over a line or small object. This is waking up your feet, balance systems, and coordination. Same thing, this time going side to side. We want to be quick and in control. The side to side is great for priming the ankles for different landing angles and positions. A little break here, shake out the body and take a few deep breaths. Plant the hands in front of you on the ground, then rock back to load the hips. Pull the body forward into a push-up, then press and rock back into the loaded position. You can drop to the knees at any point to reduce the amount of load through the push-up. Find a steady flow, inhaling as you pull into the push-up, then exhaling as you press back to load the hips. Place the hands back on the hips. Lunge forward at a 45-degree angle, then pivot the back hip and foot to square the hips in the lunge. As you return to standing, balance on the outside leg and float the other leg slightly across your midline. Side step, float the other leg across the midline, then lunge forward at 45 degrees. This movement mobilizes the hips in both internal and external rotation. When dropping into the lunge, focus on closing the door with the back hip to feel that in to out flow in the lunge. It's okay to start with a shorter lunge to stay in the hips, and as you feel more confident, lunge out a bit further. Find your rhythm, breathe, and drop into the flow. Take a quick 10-second breather to wiggle things out and get ready for this next exercise. Back into the jog, this time in the paradiddle pattern. This is left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. If your brain just broke, pause the video and practice that, or simply go back to the regular jog in place. Breathe, drive force through the ground, and continue to feel into your body. Down on the ground for cat crawls. I invite you to feel into that locomotion through hips, shoulders, and spine. Stay connected through the core while exploring a little rotation and spiral through your crawl. Remember to breathe as you drive through the hands and feet to build connection through the entire body. Build that heat and intensity that you're going to need for your athletic activity. One last break. We've got 2 more exercises, so catch your breath, stay moving, and get focused. Building that confidence in our lateral movement, hop side to side, loading into the outside leg. Stay low to the ground and focus on loading into the hip, knee, and ankle, then exploding out to load into the other leg. Now, start to move forward in the ice skater. This may require a bit more lift in the jump, so play around with it, finding a distance and height that works for you. Last move of this warm-up, the rocking lizard push-up. As you pull forward out of the rock, step opposite arm and leg forward. Follow the rotation and drop down into a push-up. The hands will be staggered, so simply focus on grounding through the hands and hitting the push-up. Inhale as you pull into the push-up and exhale as you press back into the rock. Do your best and finish strong with a sweet pump through the upper body. Nice work. Thanks for joining me in this athletic warm-up. You're now ready to jump into your workout, run, game, or the rest of your day. Let me know how this went for you in the comments below. I will see you next time. Stay smooth.